to the entry of emunah, faith. He says, emunah hi hayta lerosh pina. The cornerstone, the foundation stone of our connection to Hashem is based on faith. Ki ma'amin b'Hashem. We have to believe in Hashem, that He is in every part of the world. Inapu kochol v'chol darchei bnei adam. That Hashem sees everything. Hashem is in every part. Hashem is here. Hashem is there. Hashem is truly everywhere. Up, down, right? Person is taught from young age that he has to know Hashem is really everywhere. Tzaddik be'emunato yihyeh. The Gemara Masechet Makot says that they summed up the whole Torah into one sentence. What do you sum up the whole Torah in one sentence, in one pasuk? Tzaddik be'emunato yihyeh. A person who's a tzaddik, he lives by what? Ma'ez emunah. Today, if you don't have emunah, you can't live. You can't survive today. There's so much anxiety, so much stress, so much is going on in the world. A person has to have emunah strong, hazak, and then he'll be able to live. Otherwise, you'll spiritually die and physically die. He says, of course, you have to be careful with the mitzvot and do them. Yizariz, you should be quick to do them. You have to be like Ari and a lion and get up and do the mitzvot. Force yourself, push yourself. He says, why? Because Hashem sees. Hashem knows what you're doing. And a lot of times people think behind closed doors, Hashem doesn't see. Oh, it's okay, Hashem will forgive me. Oh, it's okay, Hashem doesn't really care. A person has to make sure that he believes in Hashem so much that he realizes that how could I, God forbid, I do something against Hashem. A person can't think as if, oh, it's okay, Hashem will let it slide. No, a person has to know Hashem looks at everything we do. The camera came out and the recorder came out and all these things came out. The Chafetz Chaim Alav Shalom said, people think this is new. This is already from the beginning of time. Why? Because the Mishnah Pirkei Avot says, Ayin Roa, eye sees. Hashem already has the visual cameras in this world. Right? Also Shomad, there's audio recording. Hashem hears everything we say. It's going to be held against us, right? You have the right to remain silent. Everything you said again, it will be held against you in the court of law, right? So the same thing today applies. From the beginning of time, Hashem will record everything we say, and they'll say, oh, yeah, you never said that. Look, we have this recording. Play the recording. Boom. It says this time, this place, you said X, Y, Z. The person has to know, if you believe yourself to be religious, if you're really religious, what does it mean to be religious? It means that you keep everything. No, Rabbi, I only keep this mitzvah and that mitzvah. I give tzedakah, I don't have to do any mitzvot. Shabbat, Nida, Kashrut, so that's it, enough. That's good to start, but you should never stay there. You have to admit that the whole Torah is true, and you have to eventually keep all the halachot. Yes, it's hard for you right now, but admit that you should try to get to that level, and one day you'll get there. Person says, one day, Rabbi, everybody on their own time, everybody on their own level, Rabbi, slowly, right? But the problem is they use this excuse, and they don't grow anymore, and they stay where they are. And then they put it on the back burner, and they forget about it, it becomes burnt toast. Person has to constantly remember that I have to grow more and more and more and more, because if he does not, you become stale, your connection to Hashem becomes stale, and you ended up going down actually, because the Gaon Vilna famously said, in Judaism, if you're not going up, you're going down. So a person has to make sure to constantly remember that Hashem commanded us all the mitzvot. Hashem commanded us to do everything, the entire Torah we have to accept. We said Na'aseh v'nishma. Therefore, you can't pick and choose mitzvot. You have to do all of them. And if you're really religious, so do all the mitzvot and don't do averot. And if you're not religious, you're going to do averot, and you're not going to do all the mitzvot. So why are you being religious? You can't sit on the middle of the fence. You have to decide which side are you on. And therefore, a person has to commit fully. And that's what it means to have real emunah. You have emunah in the easy times. You also have to have emunah in the hard times. So, B'ezrat Hashem, we should all be zocheh to really believe in Hashem, do what He says, and therefore fulfill all the mitzvot and have an amazing relationship with Hashem. Baruch